Hey everyone, Dan at Bushcraft. Check this out. Fire season is over and it's the first snow of the year in the Ochocos. It rained down in town last night and I was thinking it's probably cold enough to snow in the woods. So before daylight, I was out here. Sun's just now coming up over the horizon. And just look at that. You know, we had 5 months long, hot, dry fire season. 5 months, and I have not been able to make a fire out here. You want to talk about withdrawal symptoms, you know? I was having bushcraft withdrawal systems. No fire for 5 months. Man, this is what I've been waiting for. And this is unusual. Normally, this time of year, October, the rains start coming in up here and we get a lot of heavy rains, and then it starts to switch over to snow. But you know, last night, bam, snow right away. And it's cold out here. It's 28 degrees. The wind's blowing, which is adding the chill factor. If you can see this, it's not snowing right now, but all this snow that's coming down is the wind blowing it out of the trees. So we're gonna do the first fire of the new season. We're gonna celebrate with fire. In fact, my two favorite things about this time of year, snow and fire. And here they are on day one after 5 months. So we're gonna go on a resource walk. And I'm looking for three things. I'm looking for fatwood, and then I'm gonna look for some real small dry stuff, and then some bigger stuff to sustain my fire. And I have a little area dug out over here in the snow with some rocks around the edge, and I found a old block of wood that someone had left behind who'd been wood cutting out here sometime in the past, and I'm just going to use it for a sitting stump and get a nice fire going and warm up and go enjoy the day. I love the snow. Another reason is the tracks. As I came in this morning, there was fresh deer tracks coming up the hill and right through the snow. So let's get started. I have to turn you guys around here. Okay, there we go. And bear with me just a second while I get my gloves on, because it is way too cold to be walking around without gloves. Okay. So we're gonna go on a resource walk. Now there's bigger dry stuff down towards where I've got a little fire pit, so I don't think that's gonna be a problem. What I wanna find right now to start is I wanna find some real fine stuff that's dry. Witch's broom, we like to call it. There's big clusters of small dry limbs. And I remember seeing something down this way. I want to go take a look and see if I can find that again. But here we call it witch's broom. Oh, here's some cool stuff. I'll show you this. This is perfect right here for smaller stuff. It's all these dead limbs coming down off this tree. Listen to that snap. Did you hear that? Dry as a bone inside. Might have been raining and snowing out on the outside, but on the inside, that's as dry as can be. Perfect. We'll stop back by here and get some of that. Okay. All right. That's you guys. So, easy. I know the area. I'm in an area that I've been in quite a bit, so no big deal there on taking off through the brush like I am. But I also have my tracks in the snow to follow my way back. So, oh, there's a big old dead fir over there. Wow, that thing's loaded with a lot of dead branches. Turn around, and there's some witch's broom. There, that's what I was looking for. Here, let me get you guys turned around again. There's that dead fir I was talking about. A big old dry dead fir right there. Here's another big old fir with a whole bunch of dead limbs hanging down. I mean, listen for the snap. That's the thing. If you walk up to something like this and you try to break it and there's no snapping sound, then it's wet inside. But if you come up on wood, you hear that snap, that's dry. I got some nice stuff here. But I'm after, to start with, this is what we call witch's broom. And look at that. See how thick that is? Reach up in there. And it's dry. Can you hear that? So, I'll pause you guys for a second, set you up here. Okay. Wanted you guys to see me, so I got you set up. So our first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna grab a bunch of this witch's broom and a nice armload of it and haul it over to where I'm gonna do my fire. So I'm gonna reach back in here, get a whole bunch of the dry stuff. Perfect. This is what I'm after. I'm going to grab about another bundle or two this size and pack it back over to the fire. That'll get us a good roaring blaze going. Thing about it too is, even if it had been raining a lot, back up underneath, inside, it's dry. Wow. All right, this is our number one resource for small stuff, is this witch's broom. And as you can see, I got a supply for a lot of fires. So let me pause you guys. We'll carry this back over to the fire, and then we're gonna go looking for some fatwood. Okay, as I said, I had a little fire pit dug out here. Right down here. I'm gonna get me a roaring fire going and just enjoy it. The sun will soon be coming up over. I got all of that. I got all of that witch's broom. So I'm looking for a blowdown or a good pitchy stump that I can hack into and get me some fatwood. And let's see what we got going on over here. Got like a pile of old stumps here from an old logging operation. And yeah, let's go around to the other side. I think there's definitely some parts of a nice root wad sticking up in there. And I'm gonna I'm gonna bet that there's, yeah. Yeah, there's some right in there. Okay. Let's see if you guys can see what I'm doing here. Wow. Yes. Oh, that's loaded with pitch. That has got some nice pitch to it. There's some nice pitch in there. So we'll baton that down and get some of that pitch out of there, some of that resin. I wanted to show you this. So I'd mentioned it before on other videos about sawing into that stuff with my silky that's got a lot of pitch in it and the teeth coming up. I think this black coating on the Baco keeps that from happening, because my teeth always seem to come out pretty clean. I might get a little pitch up on the side that stays, but it doesn't clog up in the teeth. Okay, let's go back down to the fire area and see if we can get some big stuff. So I found this. This is actually just, what, maybe 15-20 yards at all from where my fire's gonna be. And if this is dry, that's gonna make a good source of firewood for me. Oh yeah, that's good and dry. Nice. Little rotten on the bottom. That's some good dry wood. Perfect. That'll work. Yeah, that'll work good. All this right here, break that up. This one I'll probably have to saw up, but the others I can just break up really easy. So my fire pit's back over there just a little bit. And I think we're good to go. We'll start setting up. I feel it. Feel the cold air this morning. It's great. I'm really enjoying it. Okay, get my stuff over here. Bunch of this witch's broom down in here. Nice. I made me an opening right down there in that witch's room, so when I get a bunch of shavings and stuff from that piece of fatwood going, I'll just drop it right down in there and then pull it up over the top, and that stuff will just start going up in flames. And then we'll break up that big stuff and get it on top. But I'll pause you guys and get set up here and process that fatwood. Okay, grabbed me a baton and got my PR4 with me. I'm gonna open this fatwood up. It's gonna be a little tricky. I'm gonna have to do it from this side. There we go. Yeah, there's definitely some nice fatwood in there. So let's see if we can get a couple decent sized pieces out of there. Those will all burn. But I need some fine stuff. Oh, good. Now we're getting down there. Nice. Okay. So that all those little pieces will definitely burn, and they'll burn fast. Let's see if we can get some shavings out of this. Nice. Yeah, okay, no problem there. I'm gonna pause you guys for a second. I'm gonna go find me a piece of bark to put all these shavings on, because I'm gonna ignite it right here and then transfer it down into the pit. Okay, got me a piece of bark here, and I'm just gonna make some scrapings and some shavings. And well, the sun's gonna come out right where I'm working. I hope that doesn't destroy your guys' view. I think we're all right for now. Making me some, ooh, that snow's cold. Wind just came up and blew a whole bunch of snow out of that tree right across me. Wow. Okay. So I want to make sure you guys see that. And I'm going to work at this for probably at least 5 minutes to get a big pile. So you can see all the little shavings coming off there. So I'm just going to take my time and do this, and I'll pause you guys and bring you back when I got a little pile of shavings here. Okay, hopefully I got enough there. I got some curls and a little pile of shavings all done up. But I know I'm getting cold, so I definitely am ready to get a fire going. And give it a shot here. See what happens. Come on. Well, almost. Having to work this one a little bit. Okay, we'll try, and that fails. Got some shavings of that down in there now. Started to burn right there and then went out. Okay guys, back to the drawing board. I'm gonna make some more shavings, try this again, but I'm not gonna edit it out because I want you to see not everything always goes as planned. Show you, I got down, I batoned that fatwood down some more, so I'm farther inside of it where it's hopefully drier. I'm thinking that I wasn't in it far enough, and I was getting some dampness, so trying to little by little build me up another pile of shavings from farther down inside the fatwood. Okay, we're gonna try it again, and if that doesn't work, I got my windproof, waterproof matches in my pocket, which I have said in all my fire making videos, you should always have with you for an emergency. And if I needed to get a fire going, if I was lost out here, pickup was broke down, I wouldn't have messed with any of this, with the ferro rod and stuff. I would have made my shavings, used one of these matches, got it going, and I'd have been long since warm by now. But I'm just doing this to work my skills. And as you just saw, things don't always go as planned. Come on. There we go. Hey, we did it. I was just about to switch over to the match. Okay. I'm gonna get some of those little pieces of fatwood in there and get them going before I drop it down in that stuff. Perfect. Make like a little log cabin here out of some of that fatwood. Nice. And let's see, I got some more small pieces over here. Okay, that should take right off. There we go. Get those sizzling here for a minute, and then we'll drop them down into that pile of witch's broom and start breaking up some of this bigger stuff. And I've still got 3 big pieces of that pitch that we'll put down in there too. All right. Nice. Okay, let me turn you guys around so you can see when I get the fire moving. Okay, we're going to transfer that. down in here, in the middle of this. Perfect. These are the 3 pieces of pitch. Oh, nice. Beautiful. See if I can get things moved around a little bit and give you guys a better view now. Apologize for wiggling you all over the place. There we go. That's what I've been waiting for. Fire season is ended, and what, October 13th, and we got our very first snow up here in the Ochoco's. What an awesome way to bring that drought to an end, to go, you know, in one night to getting this beautiful, beautiful snow. So I wanted to take you guys with me, and I've never done that before on any of my videos where I've taken you through the whole process. But you know, if I'm in an emergency survival situation, things are going to be done differently, okay? And you should always be prepared for the worst. I am. I have the windproof, waterproof matches in my pocket that I showed you earlier, and I have a small baggie of those fire plugs in my pocket. I've got my ferro rod, toilet paper, which will also work for an emergency fire starter, and my bandana. If I wouldn't have found that piece of bark, I wouldn't have been able to start the fire in the bandana unless it was a real emergency. Then of course I would, but I could have put all my shavings and stuff right in this. So there is always fire making essentials in my pocket. If I'm out here and I'm lost and I need a fire, I'm not messing around. I'll get me some of that dry stuff, like that witch's broom, and take a couple of them little you know, fuel tabs that I carry, or fire plugs, and take a match, light one of those, set it down in there. That'll burn for 7 minutes, start piling on the wood, and in just a couple minutes, I'm warm. But today was about just, you know, having fun. Number one most important thing about bushcraft is having fun. A lot of people, now I want to address this, a lot of people tend to criticize others and say, well, you're carrying too much gear, or you're not carrying enough, or, you know, that's the wrong thing. But hang on, we're talking about bushcraft, and the number one most important thing about bushcraft is having fun. Are you having fun carrying those extra pieces of gear and you're enjoying them? Then the more power to you. Are you having fun when you only carry a couple things? Are you having more fun when you carry this oddball thing that no one else carries, but you like it, it's yours, it's your personal thing? More power to you. Number one thing about bushcraft, having fun. Thanks guys, take care.